Okay. Do you like surprises? Are you like? Have you ever had a surprise party or anything like that?
Like a surprise party being thrown for me?
Yeah.
No. I
Would
don't
you
have
love
enough
that or
friends for
would you hate that?
that. I think I would. Depends who it is, honestly. Depends who it is. Depends where it is. If it was here, like if I came home
Yeah.
from a day of doing stuff, and there was 20 people in the apartment, and everyone's like surprised, I'd be like, "Fuck!
Really?
I just want to sit down." No, I don't know.
What do you think is a worthy surprise party?
What do you mean,
Well,
what do you
sometimes
mean a
people
worthy
do it
surprise party?
for birthdays. Other time people do it for promotions and stuff like that. Is there an age?
An
Or-
age?
Well,
I
could
would
see
appreciate it.
18 being like, woo, surprise.
I would appreciate
I
it,
don't know.
but I also think surprise parties can be intrusive.
What do you mean?
Well, like I said, I don't know if I would want to come home to a surprise party and everyone would be like secretly waiting in my house.
But for
I
example,
would-
if you were to go to like Ella's birthday party and you show up and it's actually for you, would that be better?
I mean, that's a weird concept because why would we be celebrating me on Ella's birthday? But
Well,
if you and I went out for dinner and then we show up and there's like 10, 15 people there
Yeah.
and it's like a surprise, I would appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
Or just going somewhere. I don't know. I guess I like surprises.
Mm-hmm.
But I am such a... I like mentally prepare for social interaction. So like if I was
do you
going to
mean?
something, and I didn't think I had to be social, and then all of a sudden I had to be social, it would take me a minute to like kick into
Aw.
gear to
It'd
be
be
like,
it's like when you see those videos of people throwing cats in snow piles and they just don't see it coming.
sure, yeah, I guess it's kind of like that.
They're like, "Meow," and
But
they freak out.
But like I don't want to be. I don't know. That's why it's very dependent on who it was. If it was really close friends, then it doesn't matter. But if it was just like acquaintances that I don't talk to very often, like some people have surprise parties and they invite like
Everyone.
everyone. I don't like those. I don't like parties with everyone. I want to hang out with a small group of people that everyone knows each other. Everyone's chill. I don't want to have to make small talk.
Yeah.
I hate.
I think that's one thing that I hate about parties is when I'm like meeting a whole bunch of people for the first time and I have to tell my life story in a Sparks Note version over and over and over and over and over again. It makes it less of a party and more it feels like a LinkedIn session or a networking session.
I just don't like
don't know.
having to. Honestly, I don't like having to introduce myself,
Yeah.
which is probably a bad thing. I probably should get over that because that's a big part of life. But I just like, I genuinely enjoy parties. Like the last one we went to, that one was fun. At
Shout out
Ella's.
to Ella and Patrick.
Because it's just everyone's chill. There's no
Yeah.
there's no like agenda for the evening.
No.
You're not trying to make connections like a business like fucking hate networking events.
Yeah.
Well, I shouldn't say hate them. Most of the time I don't like them.
Yeah.
Every now and then they're okay. But it's just I don't like the feeling of pretending you have to like everybody even if you don't know who they are. I'm not saying I'm not going to be
So what's your
polite to
viewpoint on like
people.
weddings? I've never been to a wedding.
See,
So
weddings-
everyone says that weddings
You've
are
never
a
been
party.
to a wedding?
I've never been to a wedding. We got invited to 2 last year, but then we also got busy.
I've been to quite a few just because I used to do videos and photos for them.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's very, very fun going to weddings you aren't a part of. Like going as a videographer, as a photographer, because you're just kind of like a fly on the wall and you just get to experience the fun. You don't have to talk to people because you're like working. So you can just kind of like, if you want to talk to somebody, you can. But if
Yeah.
you don't want to talk to somebody, like, I gotta go.
I gotta
I gotta go
go
work.
I gotta
Hey, I
work.
gotta take photos and shit. You have to eat food. But I don't know, like weddings.
Like, do you think weddings are for the bride and the groom or for everyone else?
Everyone else, 100%.
Everyone else.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, every now and then, like I've been to, I think it was the last wedding video I ever did. The bride and the groom were those types of people who they genuinely had large groups of friends.
Yeah.
Because usually when you, because when you're, when you're doing a video, you kind of get like backstage access to the wedding. Like you get to
Yeah.
like you go in and like you don't watch the bride get dressed, but like you're in there while she's putting on her dress because you get shots of everything, and you watch the groomsmen get ready and everything. And I've been in situations where you can tell that either the bridesmaids or the groomsmen were there because the other person, the bride or the groom, has a huge group of friends. So they felt like they needed to have a huge group of friends, but they just grabbed like whoever. Because sometimes the bride or the groom will have like a genuine group of 6 or 7 friends that they're genuinely really good friends with, and the other person doesn't. So they feel pressured to just have people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they'll have people, but you can tell because I'm in the room with them, hanging out with them before, as they're getting ready. And I'm like, you guys aren't friends. You guys are just like acquaintances that feel pressure to be here. That sucks. But the last wedding I did, both sides of the party, I could tell genuinely everyone in their bridal parties were very good friends. And they both had, I think they had five groomsmen and 5 bridesmaids. And they had a great time. It was super fun. And you could tell everyone at the wedding because then the groomsmen brought their families and the bridesmaids so there was a big group, but it was a big group that everyone liked each other. And you could tell it was a genuine, everyone was having a really good time. But I've also been to the same version of that wedding in terms of how many people are there. But it's just like, the people there feel pressured to be there. That's not fun.
That's not fun.
That's not fun at all. But then I've also been to weddings where there was a best man and there was a
Maid of honor.
maid of honor. That's it. And there was their families, a couple extra people, and those weddings are fun too.
Yeah.
So I think it just
they're
depends
a lot
on
more intimate.
Yeah.
It depends what kind of wedding you want.
Yeah, I would hate to have a wedding that it's like, oh, we have to invite that person because they like shook my hand a year ago. It's like, no. It's like and they're so expensive too. Yeah. Weddings are so fucking expensive.
Well, we got invited to one this past year, which was like an interesting concept. Whereas instead of having a wedding, they just invited everyone to a club. Did we go? No. But that was also
but to me
because
that's
of,
not
like,
even
scheduling
that's not even a
conflicts.
wedding.
No,
that's a party.
You don't think that's like a modern age? Don't
No,
break the bank.
No,
kind
that's
of wedding?
going for dinner with friends.
But it wasn't even dinner. It was
That's
like a
yeah.
club.
That's going out with friends with a slight event attached to it. I wouldn't call that a wedding. Because to me, a wedding is the ceremony of getting married.
Yeah.
But yeah, because I've also seen, and then I've in terms of the families, I've seen families who do it really well and they just have a great time, and then I have seen families where they're just so stressed the whole time.
Why?
Because the mom's a bitch or the dad's a dick or the mother-in-law's a bitch or the father-in-law, and it's just like
Too many cooks in the kitchen kind of
too many cooks in the kitchen. People are trying to control shit, and I've had people try to control me. Like I've been to one where the father of the bride like followed me around half the time to make sure I was like doing what I was supposed to be doing. And
As
I
a
was like,
videographer?
hey man, yeah. I was like, hey man, fuck off. Like you don't need to follow. But it's such a, weddings are such a shot in the dark of just who's there and how families mingle and how friends mingle. Because it's essentially just a group of people that may or may not know each other really well that are trying to be on good behavior because the day's not for them, even though it kind of is for them. And it's just a gamble on whether it's going to be fun or not. The last one I did was really fun though. And those are fun weddings are some of the funnest things you'll ever go to. Shitty weddings are the most awkward. Like that's my biggest fear is like at my wedding. If it's awkward, I'm gonna be like, let's just shut it down. Let's just try. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this for 10 hours.
Would you?
Let's just stop. We'll try again next year with less people. We'll mix the pot. We'll do a different group of humans because it's so shitty when it's a bad group of people. Yeah.
I think that's why some people elope.
Yeah. And then they'll have a party after. They'll go out on a fucking mountain top and they'll get married up there. And then they just have a fun party whenever they want.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it depends because it's always like religious stuff too. Like some parents are like, you have to get married in a church because God and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. And
I
you
think
know,
my mom used to care about that. I don't think she does anymore. But also, when my parents got
I don't think
married,
your mom would care.
I don't think she cares. They got married in a castle. There's like this
That's cool.
really tiny castle outside of I think it's Windsor because she's from Ontario. So they flew to do it there. But that's a really funny story. Oh, I don't know. I'll spill the tea. So my mom, I love my mom. I love my mom so much, and she has so many stories where she tells them to me and I kind of gasp and I think they didn't actually do that to you, or like, no, that's not what happened. But I saw a videotape of her wedding and I can't believe it. So my mom and her sisters, well, they're like sisters. Everyone has different relationships with their sisters, but my mom, for her wedding, she was like, I don't want any drama, so I'm just gonna let them do whatever they want. So she said, you're gonna be bridesmaids, you get to pick out your dresses, you get to like have so much fun, do whatever you want. Guess what they did?
They wore leather skirts.
They wore white dresses.
All of them?
All of them.
Like as a prank?
I don't know.
Or are they dumb? Like maybe they just didn't know?
No.
They might have just not known.
Oh my gosh, how could you not know? And it's
I didn't. Well, I guess I'm a guy, so maybe
Yeah.
it's less.
and
or it's
they're
more
like
acceptable
older
for me to
sisters
not
who have
know.
also like been married. To like wear a
Yeah.
white bridesmaids dresses and pick them out and wear that to your sister's wedding.
Yeah, that's mean.
That was so mean.
Yeah, I've definitely seen
I thought that
people
was
attending
wild.
the wedding, trying to upstage the bride.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I've seen random girls show up in like beautiful white dresses.
Yeah.
And you're like, what are you
Why?
doing? Why are you? What are you doing? This
What's
isn't
up
about
with
you.
you?
Yeah, but
So I thought that was wild.
yeah,
And when I saw like the video recording of it, I was like, oh my god, they actually did that. I thought my
Yeah,
mom
that's
was
pretty mean.
joking, but I was like, no.
was your
that's...
mom mad?
I think a lot of things happened at my mom's wedding that unfortunately it was one of the things where she was waiting for it to.
Like she knew something was.
Well, no, it's
What do you mean
because
she's waiting?
well, her dad got really, really sick like a couple of days before the wedding.
Oh no.
So it was one of those things where I think she was happy that her dad was still alive for her wedding because
Yeah.
shortly after he passed away.
All the other stuff didn't matter.
Yeah, that all the other stuff didn't matter. And it was one of those things where he was so sick where she almost canceled the wedding.
Oh,
But her dad didn't want to do it
yeah.
like that.
That's sad,
So
but also good that he.
yeah,
Saw it.
so I think she's really grateful that she had a wedding that her father attended, but because of that,
Yeah.
like all the things like with her sisters wearing white and all the things that didn't go
Mm-hmm.
like according to plan, she was fine with because she was happy that her dad was there.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and I think for me, one of the biggest things with big weddings like that is like the cost.
Yeah.
I have been to them, and I hate it. Even though it's not my business, you can just tell when someone spent a lot of money on a wedding. It's like it's just such a. I don't want to say it's a waste of money, but it's so much money.
Mm-hmm.
And you're spending so much money on other people, even though it's your wedding. Because the a very small portion of the money is spent on the bride and the groom having a good time.
Yeah.
It's spent on feeding people and venues to get all the people there. And if people are flying in, you might like help them fly in and like all that shit. Whereas like if you could take that same amount of money that you'd spend on a big venue and a bunch of people and feeding all those people and alcohol and blah, blah, blah. And you could just take like a group of like 6 of your friends and just do like a sick trip somewhere
Yeah.
and go get married in Italy, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But to do it because I've been to weddings that were at very average venues with very average food, but they had like 150 people, so it still cost like 70 grand, and I'm like, God damn, you spent 70 grand to get married in like a small town hall with like a broken window, you know? Like you don't even get it's because it's so expensive.
Yeah.
It's so expensive.
Did your
So-
parents have a big wedding?
I have no idea.
You have no
I
idea?
have no idea.
Your parents never talked about their
My
wedding?
family isn't a big storytelling group. I know very, very little about anything that happened in my family before me. I know very little about anything that happens in my family after me. My family doesn't really talk about that kind of stuff. Yeah.
You think your sister will have a big
I
wedding?
think no.
No.
No, I don't think so. I think their wedding is going to be very redneck. It'll probably be at the lake. It'll be a bunch of redneck Albertans getting drunk and having a party, which I think is really fun. I've been to extremely redneck weddings that cost nothing. They just get hammered, and they do it in somebody who has an acreage. They do it in their backyard.
Mm-hmm.
And they just drink and eat food and have a party, and they like drive quads around and shit. I've been to a wedding where they got married, right? Like they did the ceremony, kiss, everyone goes crazy. They walk down the aisle, and after the aisle, they get in go-karts, and the person that the wedding's house was at, or the wedding, where the wedding was, they had a go-kart track. And the very first thing they did is they raced on a go-kart track. Hammered.
That's fun.
I was like, this is sick. I would spend money for this. I don't
Yeah.
want to spend money on a cake. It's a cake. Just fucking buy one. Buy a cake from,
Do you know what would be awful?
buy like 6 cakes from Safeway and stack
I
them.
think I would love to commission my friends to do things for me.
Yeah. If you, that,
Like, for example, this is
but,
this is awful.
what if your friend charges you $6,000 for a cake?
No, but that's how you, in my mind, is like those are like the wedding presents. Like in the sense
Oh,
of like,
like do it for me
Yeah.
for free? Hey, you're good at baking.
but
Make
like
me a
this is
cake.
me being awful. My good friend Maddie, you know Maddie. I love Maddie. Maddie, I think she has a love-hate relationship with cooking and baking, and to me, a really funny joke and like the best present she could get me, but more of a joke, would be for me to be like, Maddie, make me a wedding cake and videotape
Oh, I thought you were gonna
me.
say Maddie be my therapist.
No, like make me a wedding cake, and I want it filmed while you making it. Because it
Oh,
would be
like
the
you want a
funny-
behind the scenes video.
It
Yeah.
would be the funniest thing
That's the other thing.
ever, and I wouldn't care what it looked like. I wouldn't care.
Just a cake, surprise me.
I'm like as long as it was edible, because
Yeah.
Maddie and I, our relationship, our friendship started with us baking awful things because we wouldn't look at recipes and we just try our best, and we've made some like unedible things. So just the fact that Maddie would make me a cake
Just
for my
make
wedding
anything. Yeah, that'd
would
be
be
fun.
really special.
Or you could challenge it, be like, it can't look like a wedding cake.
And you can't call your mom.
And you
can't
can't,
call
you can't, you're not allowed
not
to get
allowed-
outside
you're
input.
not allowed to
You
get
cannot
outside-
phone a friend.
You cannot
Yeah.
phone a friend.
Yeah.
Like I
That'd
would
be
love
fun.
to have, because to me, that's more than having a wedding cake. That's also having like a pocket of friendship as a part of the
Yeah.
wedding, you know. And
Yeah,
I
that'd be
think things
fun.
like that would be fun.
To like give your friends assignments.
and I'd let her have a speech before we all ate it,
Yeah.
so she would she would be
Yeah, that'd
able,
be fun. I like that.
she'd be able to be
Yeah.
like, if it's bad, it's not my fault.
But it is your fault. 'Cause you fucking
And then-
made it, Maddie.
Yeah, I would love that. I would love to have like a wedding with like just like a bunch of bits, like scattered throughout
A bunch
the
of
night.
bits. Everyone gets
And
one
those
assignment.
would be my gifts. Of I commissioned you to do a bit, which is also historically like a really important part of the wedding, like the cake. That's supposed to be really important, but I want
Why
you to do
is it
as a
really
bit.
important?
It must be
Google.
a celebration thing. Do you know what I love
Why?
now? The trend of cheese instead of a wedding cake. I think I'd love that.
Cheese? Like
Yeah,
a big
those-
fucking thing
yeah,
of Parmesan or something?
Those big balls of burrata. No, it's usually burrata.
Burrata.
Burrata, which is that fancy Italian cheese that I love.
History.
It's like fresh mozzarella, but better.
History of wedding cakes.
It must be a queen. I bet you a queen did it.
Wedding cakes evolved from ancient Roman fertility rituals through medieval stacked buns for kissing
For kissing?
to Victorian multi-tiered creations with white icing symbolizing purity, popularized by Queen Victoria's wedding cake in 1840. Huh. The ritual, a simple wheat or barley cake, was broken over the bride's head for fertility. I want to do that.
No.
That'd be fun. Just fucking ba have a baby. Yeah. Yeah, but now it's just like I remember when I used to do
Well, they're
weddings.
statement art pieces. now.
Yeah.
They're art pieces.
And everyone's trying to make their wedding a fucking art piece, which is kind of cool on one hand. But even when I used to do videos, I would feel bad about how much it costs. I'd feel bad about how much I make because it's expensive, and it's a shit ton of effort. Like it's not like you're overcharging people, because it's like usually when I did a wedding, it was you usually have to travel, you have to go somewhere, you work all day. It's like a 12-hour day. You might have another person with you. You need to hire them to help you do it if they're doing like audio or a second camera or something. And then after that, if you're one of the wedding videographers that you're trying to give like a good wedding video, almost like a cinematic, like a little movie, because some people literally just like, here's the footage, and they do that. But
some people have little movies. I've seen so many little movies now.
Yeah, so like, and I used to do like the little movie thing where it's like you have like a 5 to 10 minute movie of your wedding, which is fun to make. But it's like some of them I would edit for weeks. Like it would take me like 2-3 weeks of editing just one video. So it's not like it's not worth it. But I'm like, God damn, like I feel bad charging you thousands and thousands of dollars to make a video. But they want it, so I shouldn't feel bad. And I think the reason I felt bad is because everything's like that. The video's like that. The photographer is separate, so you're probably paying them the same amount. The fucking cake is separate. The venue is separate. Your dress is separate. The suits are separate.
You know what I love?
The food is so much money. And I'm just like, I felt bad that I was like, I'm just adding to your list of just crazy expenses.
One trend that I've seen that's come back that I really love is instead of getting a photographer, they just hand out a whole bunch of disposable cameras.
Yeah, that's
and I
cool.
think that's really fun. Because they're more candid too.
I shouldn't like that because I can make money off of weddings, but
well, some people do both, but when I see those, I'm like, oh.
I always felt bad when someone got a bad wedding photographer. And I was like, shit. Because a lot of times they still charge $1,000 and they didn't get what they wanted or something. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be fun though. Giving out disposable cameras to everybody.
Have you? I feel like this is more of a girl thing than a guy thing. But did you ever, at like a point in your life, be like, "This is what my dream wedding will be like as you were a kid"?
I still have no idea.
I
genuinely, I have ideas of what I don't want my wedding to be like. I don't really care what it's like. I don't care if it's on a beach. I don't care if it's in a fucking field on a mountain. I don't really care. I don't want it to be awkward. I don't want there to be family fucking drama. If there's family drama at my wedding, I'll send people home. I'll be like, leave. I'll be like, fucking, you get 1 strike. You don't get 3 strikes. If you start shit at my wedding, you're no longer at my wedding. Because it's just like, I don't care.
Do you know what I feel bad whenever, because I've heard a couple of stories of this, when a maid of honor or like a groomsman is in charge of like a parent or a family member, that their word is going to start shit.
Yeah.
And that always
and
makes
that
me feel
happens.
sad.
So it's like, why are you babysitting at your own wedding?
Yeah.
It's embarrassing. It's like, you can't handle yourself. Because people try to make it about them. You know, they try to make, and parents are the worst for that. It's like they view their child's wedding as their wedding, in the sense of, this is my opportunity to watch my kid get married. And it's like, it's not for you, motherfucker. Go home if you're going to be like that.
I never
hate
thought
it.
of that.
So many parents are like that. And you would see it when and it's not that you don't want to prioritize your parents. Like like they always sit in the front row and like they always get to see things and like, obviously, yes, of course. But like every now and then you come across a parent who's like, they're not saying it outright, but you can tell in their mind and through their actions that their mindset is that this day is my day to watch you get married. Grandparents are like that too. It's just, it's terrible. And that was like that dad that followed me around. He was kind of like that because he was like, he wanted to make sure that I got everything he wanted to see after and everything. Just like,
so he wasn't actually participating in the wedding.
He was, but like when I say follow me around, like I don't mean like he literally followed me around, but it was just like he would be he had to have his toe in everything that was going on. In the first dance, he was like basically on the fucking floor, and like when they were kind of like getting ready and stuff, he like had to be in everything and a part of everything, and like everything that was about his experience. And when I say followed me around, it was in the sense of, if he was going to do something, he would like tap me on the shoulder, be like, come get this, come get this, come get this, come get this. And I'm like, hey man, you hired me to do my job. I'm good at my job. Let me do my job. And I could tell he was doing it to me, but he was doing it to everyone else too. And it was just
A
like,
little bit of a control freak.
yeah. And it's just like, it ruins the day for everybody, because this person is just trying to make the day about themselves. And that guy was probably the worst I'd ever seen it, but it's sprinkled amongst a lot of people, and you see it very, very often. But then I've also been to ones where people are super respectful, and the parents just kind of like hang out, and they just like see what they see, and they watch what they watch. They get front row, obviously, and everything, but like they don't intrude on the actual bridal party's day. Yeah, it's weird. I have mixed opinions about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't been to any, so I
Yeah.
feel that
I'd send people home. I wanted to send people home. It wasn't even my wedding. I was like, leave, motherfucker. You are making this so much worse. I would get like passionate about it at people's weddings.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've talked to groomsmen about it. I've been like sitting when we're like taking a break, and we would be like sitting beside each other. Because usually as a guy, I would spend a lot of time with the groomsmen, because usually there's a photographer, and more often than not, photographers are female at weddings for whatever reason. So they would spend more time with the bridesmaids. I would spend a lot of time with the groomsmen. So I would like befriend all these groomsmen, and by the end of the day, I'm like kind of a groomsman, because I'm like doing everything with them, because I'm capturing everything. So I'd have conversations with the groomsmen, and we'd just be talking shit about people. Like, this motherfucker, he won't leave. This guy has to be a part of everything. This guy's ruining shit. That guy's way too drunk. And it's just like, ugh.
You're a little bitch.
I wasn't a bitch. Everyone else was a bitch, and we were commenting on everyone else being a bitch.
You're a little gossip.
I'm not a gossip. It pisses me off when people make things about them when it's not about
When it's not about
It's
them.
like, step aside.
Okay.
Yeah. Some people suck.
Yeah.
But anyways, why don't we start talking about weddings?
I don't know. I think it's because I know a lot of people engaged right now. A lot of people getting married. It's just kind of the theme of today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
My best friend doesn't want to have a wedding.
Yeah,
Which
that's
is
fine too.
interesting. Yeah.
I definitely want to have one because I've seen the good ones, and I know I've been very negative about them over the past little bit, but the good ones are wildly fun. Super fun. It's just the bad ones are the bad ones.
And I know, well, like, a good friend of mine, she's getting married, and she's talked to me a couple of times now, and she feels this pressure to throw a good party. But
Yeah.
she has no money
Yeah,
to throw a good
that's
party.
what I mean.
So, but I would
It's-
like to hope that if you're, like, in that situation, that you just throw the party that you're able to throw, invite the people that you love, and you're going to have a fun time anyways.
That's what you should do.
Yeah.
It's honestly,
it makes
in a
me
way,
sad that she's scared to have a
Yeah.
wedding because she doesn't have the means to have like this extravagant moment for
Yeah.
all of her friends and family, when really it should just be an extravagant moment for her
yeah,
and her fiance,
in a way,
and whatever that
because
means.
we're around Christmas. It's very similar to Christmas and the pressure of getting people good presents. But instead of feeling like you need to get people good presents, you feeling like you need to make this amazing day for everyone else, even though it's your day. That's
See,
like
I think I cracked the
that'd be
code
like
today.
if Jesus came back and he felt like he had to make Christmas amazing for everyone else. It's like, it's your birthday, bro. It's your day. This is supposed to be about Jesus, but it's about everyone else.
I think
And
I cracked
Jesus
the code.
is the wedding, or the bridal groom in this analogy.
I think for everyone who wants to be seen at someone's wedding, you just give them a little task.
What do you mean want to be seen?
Well, like what you're saying, where they want it to also be like their day, and that's why some parents
Oh.
get like really involved. So just give them a super special task.
a super like a fake one.
Well, no, like a
this is
real one.
really
Like,
important.
like Maddie will make a cake.
Mm,
This person will have this speech. This person is in charge of that. This person is in charge of that. Makes if people really want to be involved, that's a great way
Yeah.
to be like, yeah, you're involved in this one thing, but it's a really special thing.
and it would be really, really fun, I think, because weddings, in a way, are kind of like clown shows, where if you got a good group of people, when shit goes wrong, it's way more fun. When you have annoying people who are really stressed if something goes wrong, everyone's like, holy shit, the cake is fucking 3 inches short. But it's like if you have a good group of people, like I've seen cakes fall over and it's like the highlight of the wedding because everyone they like pick cake off the ground and shit like that. So if you have a good group of people and you give people tasks who you know they're not going to do a good job at that task, but as long as they try really hard, that's fun. Because like I don't think can Maddie bake?
Yeah.
Okay, Maddie shouldn't be the baker. Maddie should decorate. Or like Maddie should do something that she doesn't know how to do, but you have to do it full effort. That would be a fun wedding.
Yeah.
Because it would just be a gong show. It would just like she'd put fucking Christmas decorations at the like it would see that's fun. It's when the people who are organizing things are so focused on it being perfect and it being the perfect day that little things go wrong. And then that's what throws everyone off.
But you should just have fun.
You should have fucking fun.
And invite people who you want to
Get
be
a
there.
frog cake. You know what I mean? Get a kid's Spider-Man cake. Like who cares? It's a cake. You're not gonna you look at it for 10 seconds.
I kind of want to like
for a photo.
I want cheese.
Make a cheesecake. Not an actual cheesecake, but a cake that is just get Ella to just make the biggest cheese ball.
I would cry.
A cheese ball.
I would actually cry.
Like the
Do you
size,
know what I want?
A cheese ball the size of the light. And it's just everyone gets a spoon.
You know how I said like everyone has like a fun task. So like Maddie, I'm leaving Maddie in charge of the cake. But like Ella, I would want her to do like a rifle feature before our first dance.
like a color guard show.
Like a choreographed.
Yeah.
Like CGC.
Yeah.
Special. Like that's what I mean. Like that's how you make weddings like fun
Yeah.
and wild. I mean like this could only be this person's weddings. There's like so much.
Yeah, Ella has to bring a cheese ball in a wheelbarrow because that's the only way you can transport it. And then she has to do a rifle routine. Patrick will play band. Patrick will play something.
We'll play something.
I have friends who rock climb. There'll be rock climbing in the corner. You can learn how to rock climb if you want. It's like just like a little bouldering section. Like it's
Maybe that's how you get your cake. You have to boulder for it.
You have to boulder for it. You have to ring a bell at the top, or we set up archery, and you have to shoot an arrow to get that's
fun.
It should be like a fun house wedding, where it's like you have to do tasks. You want to go to the ceremony, you have to hit the target, and if you miss, you don't get to go to the ceremony, or you get to watch in the back.
It's like you have to answer a riddle on the invitation.
Yeah,
the people who come.
Yeah, people have raffle tickets to decide where they sit for the ceremony. Like it's and like I haven't been to one that goes like hard like that, but I've been to ones that they do little games like that, and it's super fun. Yeah, that's the way to do it.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
That's how
Can you imagine Ella walking around with a wheelbarrow? It's just got a fucking cheese ball in it. A cheese ball. Everyone just gets a spoon and you just take. Oh, that'd be fun. Yeah, fuck a cake. Let's have a cheese ball.
I love Ella's cheese balls. They're so good.
I don't know about a big wheel of cheese, because that would be as much, if not more, than a cake.
That'd be expensive. Like if we got a big thing of Baked Brie.
Like how big? Like a $700 thing of cheese? That wouldn't even be that big. $700?
I know it would be
that
that
big.
big.
You need to feed, like let's say you had 40 people. For everyone to get a slice of brie, that'd be like a $2,000 thing of brie. That's too much. What are you gonna cook that in? A fucking fire pit outside?
A pizza oven.
A pizza oven brie? I think that would be the best. Oh, a charcuterie board? Just like as big as this table?
Because
just
a lot of people
board?
care a lot about the meal, but what about instead of a meal, you just have a giant buffet charcuterie board for the whole night?
Yeah, that'd be fun. Yeah.
With meats and cheeses.
One wedding they had a really good way to do food. They hired there's on the island, there's this place in Tofino, it's like a barbecue place, and they have like a barbecue truck, like a food truck.
And they just hired a food truck?
And they just hired a food truck, but it was it was, I wouldn't even call it a food truck because they made amazing food. But then it was just, you went up to the food truck and grabbed food when you wanted it, and it was so good. It was like amazing barbecue. But then people do that, so they'll just hire the food truck for the day for like a couple grand or something, and then that's probably the same. I don't know if that's probably the same amount of money.
I don't know.
It's expensive to feed groups of people.
It is.
Definitely charcuterie. See, the charcuterie board is a good idea, but charcuterie meat's expensive.
No, everyone gets meat ends. We
Oh,
just
but
go to the Italian center and
we-
buy buckets
We
of meat
make a
ends.
deal with the Italian Senate shop to get
Hey, we're getting
their
there.
end cuts
To give
for like 2
food.
days. We need 2 days worth
Yeah,
of end
end
cuts.
I bet they would do that.
I bet they would do that.
I bet they would do that. They would give you a special deal, like, especially if you said it was for a wedding or a special
Yeah,
event.
you'd pay for it. You'd be
And
like,
the
I'm gonna
fact that
buy all
Italian,
of it.
I'd be like, hey,
Yeah, I'm Italian. I'm Italian.
I'm Italian. Do
Italian.
you want to sponsor this wedding?
And you just have to cut them in a way that it looks like it's not end cuts. And if you did it well, it would just be like, oh my God, they have so much variety of meats. Because you get in one of those bags, you get 5 different types of meat.
If not more.
Oh my God.
That's how you do it. That's how you do
We should start a
charcuterie in
company
bargain.
that is just like budget wedding. It's like like how to make the funnest wedding for the lowest amount of money.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. Yeah. Weddings.
Weddings.
That was almost 40 minutes of weddings.
There we go. That's all we need.
Is there anything else you want to talk about? I feel like we were going to talk about Christmas, but
I know, and then I was thinking about,
I don't know why you started talking about weddings.
well, I think because of April, and then someone else. Oh, and because of what I'm wearing. My mom's best friend. I'm wearing this little leather skirt right now.
Over top of your
Over
dress
top of my
and
dress.
pants
Well, I slipped it
with
on. I just got
cat
it.
socks.
I went to see if they'd fit, but my mom's best friend officiated her wedding in a leather skirt.
That's
Which
the
is
other
so
thing
fun.
too. I would want a friend to just get their
Officiant.
officiant license thing.
Maddie did it for
for
her
like a
brother,
day.
which is sweet.
Yeah. I don't want a priest. I don't even know a priest. Gary.
I don't want
We should get Gary. No, we don't want Gary.
Gary won't give you a cookie.
Gary wouldn't give me a cookie. Yeah.
You really want
Yeah,
that?
fuck Gary.
Um,
Yeah, because I guess most families that get priests
or
or
religious.
like they have a priest, like it's from their church or something.
I know when I used to go to church a lot, my mom really wanted. We
Is
had
it called a priest?
It is called a priest.
Yeah.
Father Eno. She was like, I want you to be married by Father Eno, but I'm pretty sure he's dead now.
Oh. We could find someone else and just like put a name tag on him that says Eno. Eno?
Yeah, he was
Cool
really
name.
sweet. He was from the Philippines, and he was one of our longest priests, and I was like an altar server for him for like 10 years, and he was just a really nice man. Yeah, because we used to be in charge of the Sunday coffee time after Sunday Mass, so we'd bake all the cookies, provide the coffee and the tea.
Aw.
And that was my job for like 10 years. I was a little church girl.
Did you get paid?
No.
You just did it for God?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There'd be like a little donation thing to buy ingredients and stuff like that, but we did it for Jesus. We did it for Jesus.
Did it for Jesus.
Yeah. Who would be good at that? Who would be good? I feel like Ella would be fun, but Ella already has a cheese ball.
Ella's got responsibilities already.
Ella has a responsibility.
Who would be good at that?
Who would be good at that?
Who would be good at that?
Mike would be wild.
Mike. Mike would be good. Mike and John.
Mike and John.
Get
do you
them to
think
go
that
out
they would do
there
that?
as Mump and Smoot.
Do you think that they would?
Would
do
they
that?
officiate? They can't speak. They do it in gibberish. No.
I think I'd cry if that happened.
Mike and John did it.
I think I would bawl.
I'm sure they would do
I'd
it.
be so happy.
I'm sure they would do it.
Aww.
Because you can just do that thing where you get the
Yeah.
license for like a
Oh,
day,
I
right?
would love that.
Mike and John.
Mike and John.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
would
'cause you
cry.
can do that. I'm
not
pretty
sure
sure-
if they would do that though.
Why not?
I don't know. We'd have to ask.
I think if it was a fun wedding, they would.
They would.
I think if it was like super serious and it was like in a church and it was, then maybe not. But if you made it a wild wedding, they'd be like, fuck yeah, why not?
And then one of you has to like cut off a hand at some point.
So there has to be some sort of clown shenanigans that
Clown
happens throughout the
shenanigans.
ceremony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think do you know who'd be wild to officiate a wedding? Blake. Could you imagine?
He would do a very good
He would
job.
do a very good
I
job.
bet it would be the most entertaining,
And beautiful.
officiating,
He's
whatever.
so poetic.
Yeah, he's very. Yeah, he would do a very good job
He'd do a
actually.
great
Maybe
job.
that'll be his second,
Calling?
his second calling in
After
life.
he retired.
Officiating. Yeah, yeah, it'd be so poetic. Yeah, he would do a good job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Should we call it?
We should call it.
Should we drive to Calgary?
Yeah.
Okay.
To Calgary.
Fucking. Ah, my knees!